know, Larry, here at your training facility, we've spent a considerable amount of time talking about the advancements in the heating and cooling industry, whether it's forced air furnaces, heat pumps, geothermal. But judging by the look of this board, it goes even further. These have also evolved.
Definitely. There's a variety of controls that we have today. Remember the old round one, probably everybody's familiar with.
Sure.
That was an old mercury bulb thermostat that's now been replaced. Most everything on the market today is all electronic. And we've got a variety here. We have a basic, simple on-off control for maintaining temperature. You set it. It does not have programmability built in. So pretty much in this case, we're going to go ahead and make our adjustments, set it for the heat. At that point, it would maintain as it gets cooler in the room. It'll finally turn the furnace on and operate accordingly.
So even though this is digital, it's really doing the same as the old mercury bulb round thermostat that we're all familiar with.
Exactly. Okay. Then we advance to a programmable, which allows us to pre-program a schedule. If we take a look at this, at 6 a.m. we're going to 68 degrees, 8 o'clock we leave for work or school, we're setting back to 60, obviously we return at 5 to 68, and then when we go to bed at night at 10, we retire back at 60 degrees.
Okay, so why are you only going down 8 degrees? If it's programmable, wouldn't I want to lower it down to 50 degrees to be most efficient?
Yeah, there's some extremes. Obviously, we don't want to go below what's recommended for return air temperatures for the manufacturers. With today's condensing furnace technology, 55 degrees is the absolute coldest. We like to see 60 as our baseline. That way it gives you some protection for the equipment, and should you have a mechanical failure, it does give you more time to be able to react before you have to worry about a very, very cold home.
So when we encourage a homeowner to go from the most basic thermostat to a programmable thermostat, we're talking about indoor air comfort here, but do they also realize the significant energy savings by doing so?
Yeah, there's an energy savings involved because as we drop in temperature, let's say we were set for 70, and in this case we dropped to 60 degrees, for that time the house took to cool down, our furnace isn't running, so that's saving us money.
Boy, and that can be a considerable cost savings over the course of the heating or cooling season. Okay, so these can be complicated to someone who's never used it, but are they relatively simple to set up and operate?
Yeah, they come with a canned program to begin with, so then all we have to do is pretty much edit those specific scripts around our lifestyle. This one came at 60 degrees, 70 degree set point, dropped to 60 for setback. We may not want it to drop back that far, so we might set it to 64. Very easy to adjust while we're programming.
And if you have any questions, I assume you can talk to your contractor about it?
Certainly, and in most cases, they can walk through most of that information over the phone with you while you're standing in front of it.
Yeah, not to mention when you're looking at replacing your entire heating and cooling system, you're developing it around your needs, you do a home analysis, so keep the lines of communication open, that's for sure. Okay. So that takes care of the most basic one. Looks like there's even more advancements been made?
Yeah, there's more advancements. We talked in some of the other videos about the controls that we have available for humidity, both in taking humidity away in the summer as well as controlling our humidifier automatically in the wintertime. This model is a programmable thermostat and it has humidification, dehumidification capabilities built in.
Wow, would that be nice? Because I know I have a humidifier at home, but it's the old round knob, and I don't know if I'm putting too much in or I'm not putting enough in.
Right, and the old round knob, as it gets colder out, you as a homeowner in that case should remember to go downstairs, reset it lower as the temperature gets colder outside. What this will do with the aid of an outdoor air temperature sensor would do that automatically.
Wow, so it does the thinking for you. So once it's set up, fair to say you don't even have to think about it?
Right. Once it's set, you're good to go.
What about filtration? I mean, you got to change the filters regardless of what type you have on a regular basis. Does it know when to do that?
Yeah, it knows when to do that. And there's two different types. One will be based on time of use, the amount of time the blower works. It will go ahead and keep track of that and in turn finally pop up an alarm to tell you it's now time for you to change your filter. The other one is based on pressure drop. As we get into a more sophisticated furnace systems, it will actually measure the pressure drop of the filter. As it gets dirtier, it will finally get to a point where it says, oh, it's dirty enough for you to need to go down and do maintenance and replace it at that point.
Boy, I just love to see all this technology and it continues to advance. And along those lines, what about smart home technology?
Smart home technology, it's cool now today. We actually have a new model of thermostat out that will be able to interface with your smart home as well as being able to pop up on my phone and I can actually make setting changes, know what the temperature is, turn the system on and off. Also, it's awesome if you have a lake home or a cabin somewhere, you can monitor it and keep track of it through your phone.
Oh, would that be nice? And again, ultimate in comfort, ultimate in peace of mind, because let's take that example. If you have a lake home or something up north, they can monitor it, make sure everything's working properly. You can know if there's a problem in the dead of winter and you're not there.
That, as well as they could even contract with their contractor to be able to keep track of it. If you're gone 100, 300,000 miles away on vacation, you don't want to worry about what your heating system's doing. It'll automatically contact them. In turn, they can dispatch the help that potentially is needed for that particular condition.
Well, you know what I like best of all is, as complicated as these sound, they're really relatively easy to operate, and it leads to the ultimate indoor air comfort, cost savings, and peace of mind. With these advancements, no reason not to take advantage of them.
Exactly.